Hi YouTube, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nicole Anthonique, and today, as you can see in the title of this video, we're going to be talking about the best products to be used on your box braids. Now, we want these box braids because we pay a pretty penny to last as long as they possibly can. So I'm going to show you today how we can stretch that time frame out so you can get the most out of your money. All right, so the first product I'm going to show you is this braid spray. The brand is African Royale. This is a braid spray-on shampoo. Now, I would suggest you actually wash your hair every so often because we like to leave braids in, let's say, from 6 to 8 weeks. So our hair and scalp can get a little dirty, a little funky. So we need to freshen up our braids and make sure our scalp is in good health. But if you can't actually wash your hair, then this is the next best thing. So again, this is a spray-on shampoo. It says it softens and conditions and deep cleans your natural hair. I would suggest that you spray it like all over your scalp and like actually massage it in. You can let it dry or top it off with like a leave-in conditioner to put on your scalp as well, and that will help at least keep your scalp clean while you're in a prolonged protective style. All right, so a lot of people don't like to wash their braids because it makes them frizzy, which can be true, but there are some remedies you can use to make sure that your braids look their best if you decide to wash your hair. With the braid shampoo, with the spray, it doesn't really do much for the actual braid, it's just for your scalp. But of course, if you're getting your braids actually wet, then it can get frizzy. So the thing that you will need is some setting mousse, and I like to use the Shine and Jam brand, but there are a few other brands on the market that are pretty good, but this one I really like because they cater specifically to braids. But again, you just put it all over your hair and just kind of massage it in, and make sure you bring it down the length of your braid as well. Now, I know some people may not be, I guess, DIY hair girl friendly, so you may be a little nervous. However, if you're able to, it could be beneficial for you to re-dip your ends periodically because they can also get matted. I re-dipped my ends and just made them curly, but you can always have them go back straight, and I would just put mousse on it, boil some hot water, and then re-dip your hair. Okay, so after we have used our shampoo on our scalp, we've put in some leave-in conditioner, which is optional, and then put the mousse on your hair. It kind of lays down your flyaways. Now, if you have some extra frizz, you can just take a pair of scissors and just trim off those extra frizzy ends. However, I would stick to like the bottom half of your braids. I know we all like to think when we take our braids out, we're gonna have hair down our backs. That is not the case. Our hair does not grow that fast. But to avoid, in case you do have super long hair, to avoid cutting your real hair, I would suggest just staying towards the bottom of your braids, especially if they're medium in length. The next thing I want to show you is some braid sheen. So I feel like this one is more so for shine, but it can also be used for itch relief. It's called Cooling Relief Braid Sheen Sprays by Tea Tree. I really do like this one. I tell all my friends, all my clients to get this. It makes your hair smell really good as well, but it does help with itch as well as have your braids shine. And then if you're more so focused on the itch only, I know I showed you this in a previous video, but I swear by Sulfur 8 brand. I think it's the tingling part of it that makes me feel like it's actually working. But it is a anti-dandruff conditioner. It is medicated, and this one is specifically for braids, like it says it on the bottle. But again, I would spray this on my scalp in between the time that I'm washing, and it will make my scalp feel so good. So like, I guess that cooling, like a peppermint almost sensation, but this is really good for that. And we always want to moisturize our scalp again, because once it dries, all those products you put in your hair and it dries down, then it can get itchy again really easily. So I suggest also this Sulfur 8 brand as well. It is the medicated original formula. Hair and scalp conditioner is just like a grease. I will put that all over your scalp. I showed you in the previous video this particular grease as well. But put it all over your parts, massage it in there really good, and I promise you will be good to go at least for a good week and a half before you'll need to reapply again. And lastly, so if you decide not to use, I consider this cooling relief one like a 2-in-1 type spray. So you wouldn't need the sulfur 8 spray and the oil sheen, but if you decide to use just a sulfur 8, you still need a shine spray to get your braids to look brand new. So just a regular oil sheen. This is like the old school, old faithful Isoplus brand, but they have a million oil sheens. Just something that's light on your braids. So number one, make sure it's light, and it's something that will make your braids shine and smell good. So I always use this one because, I mean, it's the old school. Like that's your go-to. And then last but not least, and some people probably think this is the most important thing, is relaying your edges. Now, I'm not an edges girl, okay? Like, I like, you know, having slick edges sometimes, but for me, honestly, I sweat so much in my head that my edges roll right back up. Like, I might be able to get a good 30 minutes to an hour out of some nice looking edges, and then next thing you know, it's all gone. But I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't show you the brand that I use on my clients, because they love to have like the swooped edges and the cute little edges. But I use the Edge Fixer. It's red by Kiss, 24-hour max hold. I use this one, and as you can see, I bought a little one. They're like $2.99, I want to say, maybe $3.99 for this particular size. But I don't use edge control often, so I always just have a little one in case I'm using it for my clients, like I said, or my friends. But if you want that, you know, fresh edge look, this is a good one. It does not have, at least in my experience, this is my opinion, it does not have the white cast that we all hate. I have not ran into that issue, at least yet. So I really do like this brand. Now, some people may have issues with it, but in my experience, I have not experienced the white cast that you get from most edge controls. So this is a really good one. All right, y'all, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you can keep your braids looking fresh so you can save a coin. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Tell me now, I want you to be glad. Tell me now, I need you to be glad.